Bonnie from Mom by Example in the continuing series, Organize, Declutter, and Be Happy. Today I'm talking about organizing papers, bills, magazines. That was probably one of my biggest problems. I love reading magazines. I'd rip things out of the magazine and save them, and they'd get up in piles and they'd build up and up and up. Or I'd find recipes in the newspaper and rip them out, and then they would just become piles, and everything became piles. So I decided to come up with my own system, which had some variations over the years, and that's basically the point of this video series, just to let you know that there are ways that work. It might take a couple months or years of tweaking them, but there are ways that you can make your home more efficient that work with your style and your personality. So what I did, I have what I call my command central, but it's not all exactly in one place. I have 3 secrets to staying organized as far as appointments, bills, papers. One of them is we have one calendar. It's a large calendar, large squares, lots of lines on each date. And that's for all 10 of us, 8 children and 2 adults. If we're planning anything, it goes right on the calendar. In fact, if you're invited to a birthday party or a special event and it's not on the calendar, there's a chance you won't even go, because if I don't know about it, it might not happen. So that's the one thing we do. Everything goes on the calendar. The second thing that we do is we have a notebook, just a standard lined notebook. And that is for any messages from our land phone, from visitors at the door. Let's say one of the children wants to remind me that he needs a special meal tomorrow. He's having 2 friends come over. Whatever needs to be done, that can be on just one notebook. I never have to wonder about any special messages, or did they rip off a little piece of paper and they left it on my pillow, or they have a special note for me in the car. No, all notes and important messages go on one notebook that's kept on my desk, which is near our land phone. So I have one giant calendar, one notebook for all important messages, and the third area that I came up with was a filing system. I have 12 file folders, one for each month. So January has one, February through December. I also have one folder for each child, a folder for my husband, for myself, one for our dog, one for basic house, just things about the house that are important that I want to keep in a folder, one for our daughter at college, important papers from the college. And you don't even need a file cabinet. You can use a plastic crate from the dollar store. I keep my folders in just a metal container or a basket, and you can keep this anywhere. It's got handles, so I can carry it around. But what I do, this is January, what I do, today I received an invitation to a Valentine party, so I put that party invitation information on my calendar, and then I put the invitation in February's folder because the party's in February. I got a bill today for Kohl's department store, so I put that bill in February's folder because it's due to be paid in February. So everything that has to do with February goes in February's folder. The last week of January, generally the last couple days of January, I will open up February's folder. I'll pay all the bills. After they're paid, I'll mark on them paid and check number, however I did it. I'll put them right back in February. If there's party invitations, I will have already RSVP'd, but I'll put them on the calendar for February. I'll make sure I have a shopping list if I have to buy gifts for people. So that is how I handle the months of the year. Any other important papers for my children go right into their folders. It has worked very well for me. As far as magazines, when I was a mom of all young children, I would get magazines, look at this one, and I loved reading magazines. And I'd see them pile up on my coffee table or on my bedstand, and I wouldn't have time to read them. There was just never time. I thought, oh, when I'm nursing, I'll read a magazine. But when I was nursing, the 2-year-old wanted to come over and cuddle or have me read him a book, so it never happened. I ended up canceling all my magazine subscriptions so there was a better time. I've just restarted getting about 3 magazine subscriptions, and I do, if I find an article I like, I will rip it out, put it in a plastic folder or a plastic holder, and put it in a 3-ring notebook or in a special file that I have. Home decorations go in one file, recipes go in another. So that's what I've done with papers. It works very well for me. This file system, I have about 30 files altogether, 12, one for each month of the year, 10 for each member of the family, and just some assorted. It's easy to take care of. By the end of the year, I can just gather all of the bills from January to December, put a rubber band around them, and those for income tax purposes. So it works well for me. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about toys.